Check this out.
All right, folks, this is what hustle and bustle looks like. 100 years have gone by since the death of F.W. Commons. And it brought you back to the place of his death, or what we found to be the place of his death, the Bunnings site. If you guys watched the first series, you'll remember that we established that this spot right here was the place where his house last was known to stand. And it's also the place of FW's death. Today marks 100 years since that day, April 3rd, 1925. We've just walked 100 years into the future from that time. And that, well, that gives me goosebumps. This is the spot right here. This is where the house was. At least, that's what we know. It's the best guess that I could have at locating that spot. But today I've put together a little something to celebrate that 100 years of F-Dub's death. So we're gonna go up and visit the great man, and we'll leave him with a little something, because I'm pretty confident nobody else is gonna do that. I'm gonna. And you guys are coming with me. Let's do it, man. It's gonna be rad. F.W. Commons died 1925. It doesn't actually say April 3rd on there, but that's strange that it doesn't say that, but April 3rd, 1925 is the day of his death. You guys have seen all this before, but here we are again. Commons. I'm not going to fill you in too much more on the actual F.W. Commons story. For those of you that followed along, you have seen that before. But the key of this little short video is just to acknowledge the 100 years. 100 years is a long time, as you saw before at his place of death. Like, things have really changed, man. Like, it's, everything's changed. Nothing at all is really what it was. I mean, all the cars and everything back then were all wooden wheeled, 4-cylinder, basically buggies with a tin roof on them, you know. Horse, cart. I mean, now, we live in a totally different time. If these guys could come back and see what's going on now, they'd probably have a heart attack and end up back in the ground again, just at what they'd see, like phones, television. I mean, 100 years is a long time, you know. In the scheme of things, when it comes to the planets and Earth and all that stuff, 100 years is nothing. It's the blink of a fathom of nothing. But to us, 100 years is a real long time. I think guys like F.W., if they could come back, they'd be, yeah, they'd be blown away, mate, as to what's here now and what's gone down and what's going on and what we fight over and what we believe in and everything. Like, even the way we dress. Like, look at me standing here today. Like, I'm wearing Nike shoes and stuff. Like, what's Nike shoes, man? Like, they wouldn't know anything about what's trendy, what's not. I probably don't either. But anyway, back to F.W. I brought along a little something. First item I've brought along is this little tap and hammer. A monumental mason needs basic tools for doing his basic things. And I think it would have been some time since somebody gave F.W. some basic tools for doing his monumental craftsmanship. So this is directly for Frederick himself, from me and from you guys, the viewers. I'm going to leave him with this little hammer because I think I think it'd be some time since he fiddled around with a hammer and, you know, basic tool he can keep chipping away and doing what he loves to do. So this is the first item that we're going to gift on his 100-year anniversary of his death right here, this little chipping hammer. The second thing that we're going to gift is some flowers. Now, I don't really do flowers. I don't think dudes should give dudes flowers. It just feels a bit weird to me. But let's say that these are partly for Frederick himself, but more so for Frederick to give to his wife, Emily, because she's in there with him, man, and he ain't been able to give her flowers in at least 100 years. Could you imagine that? At least 100 years he has not been able to give his wife flowers. So we're going to leave him with some flowers, and he can chip away with his chip and hammer, and he can gift his wife some flowers, and they can hang out and have a great little time. Let's do this. We've left the man with his little chip and hammer, and he's got some flowers there to give to Emily. Hey, he could give a couple to his son who's in here as well. It's an amazing thing to add up time, and I think as humans we sort of, you know, we put dates on things, you know, like we timeline things, and 100 years is 100 years, and that's it's pretty iconic, you know. If you guys didn't get through the entire FW Commons series, I recommend you do. It didn't get many views. It was a lot of work to put together. It's a pretty interesting story, really, about one man and his efforts. And this is the man here. He's really captivated me in a funny sort of a way. And I'm truly grateful for stumbling across his life story, to be honest. And it's all coincidental too. I mean, this all happened within a month of his 100-year death. So here we are a month after I dropped those videos, and yeah, today actually marks 100 years to the day since his passing. So that's it, man. That sums it all up. That's 100 years since the death of FW Commons. I wonder if anyone will come out in, say, 200 years to celebrate that milestone. That would be interesting. As you can see, nobody's been out here as of yet to celebrate the 100 years, so the memorial on FW probably ends here. It's a bit of a shame. If I look around a lot of these graves in this here cemetery, man, like most of them are getting chewed up by planet Earth and spat back out again. I know it's a horrible way of looking at it, but that's exactly what's going down. Nobody comes out here to visit, you know, the majority of these graves. Sure, there's a few flowers here and there, and some of the graves are kept, but only some. Most of them are in a real big state of disrepair. And it's sad to see. But not our buddy F-Dub. Today, we've all got together. You, as the viewers and the audience, have come out in support to celebrate the 100-year anniversary of his death. So we've done it together. And on that note, thanks for watching. Till the next one. Cheers.